Man.
I have missed this music for some strange reason.
Can I play it?
Haven't been here. Play the music.
Only the Canadian is not taking this seriously. I don't know. And the man from Pennsylvania. Hello, everybody. How are you? Good to see you. Welcome to Messy Monday. If you went to the Lego store this weekend, you were able to get rabbit ears or a flowered tiara, which I got one for my wife, and she didn't want it, so it's okay. Anyway, good to see everybody. I'm still cracking up the chicken.
What? What? You never seen a chicken? You never seen a chicken before?
This is going off the rails.
I didn't realize that I needed a prop for the opening shot. That's all. If I had known, I would grab something.
Rich, you're
again.
Let's see all the same people in the chat. Steve is here. Hello. And alternate candidate is here. Breaking up Brad. Hello, Castle Boy. And there's Martin. And there's another Castle Boy. Hello, hello. All right. So good to have y'all here. Thanks for hanging out. It is a messy Monday. It is, if you haven't been to your Walmart, it is time for you to go to your Walmart and find clearance because this was half price, and the Dreams shuttle, and Jake got the Pegasus, the Black Horse. He got it for 50% off today.
Yeah, I noticed that they did have that recently. I thought about grabbing a second one.
So, do y'all think that means the Dreams line is kind of hurting?
I actually think because of all this clearance that we're seeing, it's more of shelf space problems versus failed sales.
Well, I mean, they sit on the shelves because they're not selling. I mean, that may be a thing,
well,
right?
No, but I mean, it's kind of funny that even some of the larger sets, like Star Wars sets and Ninjago sets and some city sets that really haven't even been out that long,
right,
are being clearanced. And I think it's kind of like a Walmart. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to get rid of some stuff, and it has no bearing on anything else. So
I would assume. Sorry, I was going to say, I would assume set sales are probably low across the board due to the economy and stuff too, right? It's probably not as many people buying stuff.
Could be.
Martin,
I did not define you as a castle boy. I was talking about Brad. You are a fantasy castle boy. So
he's a Disney boy. That may have come out differently than I did.
Mark, you're muted.
The castle guys are real strict about what they allow to be considered castle, and since they don't allow Nexo Knights in, I don't know if they allow Disney in, because Disney is kind of like, you know, it's in its own sort of fantasy area over here, and
for the record, that does not apply to all castle people.
Yeah, yes, Martin, you will always be our fantasy castle boy.
Yes.
And all that implies.
Yes. All of the implications, all of them.
All of them. Do I want to put stickers on this?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put the stickers on that one because there's some cool stickers.
Yeah. Well, man, it's like, do I want to save them or do I want to put them on? All right. Hello, everybody. Let's spin around the room and let's see. We haven't had Aubrey on in a while. So, and I want you to know that we said, hey, would you dress up? And there was like a Aubrey cloud of smoke that she disappeared quickly from the screen, and then boom, she reappears in costume.
Are you kidding? She probably has that thing with her in the car at all times.
Yeah, I actually have I'm considering throwing away all of my boxes, like my Lego empty Lego boxes, because they're taking up too much space in my closet,
Nice.
and I need that space for
Closet.
my So I don't have enough room in my closet for my costumes.
Oh no.
This is why I have a basement,
Yeah.
amongst other reasons, but yes. But when I was your age, I did not have a basement, so it will come. It will come.
See, I see Aubrey, and I just like to imagine that she's like Louise on the show Bob's Burgers, and then just wears that all the time, like to the grocery store, to the gas station. Like she just wears that all the time.
I don't think you're far from the truth, probably.
Not really. It's a part of me now.
It is. It is.
It is. How
And
are you
it's,
today?
it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So have you been building anything? You've been kind of MIA as far as I can think of.
Yeah.
Talking to you, who knew
Yeah, really.
you're always MIA too, dude. So
Hey, but I at least post things. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I've been like my full-time job has been kind of crazy, but it's starting to kind of slow down. So I've been building more. I built some of the Animal Crossing sets. I'm building this one tonight.
Ooh.
Hey.
Nice.
But yeah, I got some bigger sets recently with my points. So I did get Rivendell, which I'm very excited about. I will say I've been to Walmart a couple of times, and my Walmart doesn't really have any sales. There's only like 2 things on sale.
Yeah, welcome to my world.
Yeah, it's a hit or miss thing, and it definitely depends on the area of town. Greatly impacts what's available.
Yeah, Chris and Dana are always getting sales at Walmart, and I go look at mine, and there's nothing.
It's true.
Same.
It is true.
It's true.
Yeah, just building some random sets, nothing crazy. I would like to start on some mocks so I can have something for Chicago, but I'll get to it if I get to it.
That's actually a healthy way to look at it. So
It is. No stress, no worries, no worries.
Hey, you could get in on Dana's whole friend space thing he's taken off with.
I would love to do that.
you need to. Everyone needs to. It's a thing. It's Friendtron. If you know, you know.
I like it. Good deal. Well, we're glad you're here. And yes, Dana, we need to talk about how we can have like that whole little section of like a Moonbase corner and it's all friends. That would be amazing.
Yep. Nope. I can talk about that when I do my thing.
Yeah, you can do your
Yeah,
thing.
wait your turn.
I'm not trying to cut the line.
One at a time.
Me, Rich. Let's see. Rich is here. Hello. How is your audio?
Hello. Is this better?
Yes.
It sounds better, yes.
All right. Good. I've got actually new headphones that are actually connected this time. Hey, did I mention that I picked up a monorail collection?
Monorail. Monorail.
Oh no.
Monorail.
Okay. Well,
Is there a chance the
this
track
is
could
my
be?
flex. Yes,
now
the
we
motors
can-
work.
That's a lot of
Here's
monorail.
what's going to happen here.
Monorail.
We're going to go down here. We're going to go down here, and then we're going to curve around, and then we're actually going to connect to the station on the stairs, and then we're going to come back and have fun through the whole town.
Cool.
That's how much monorail I got.
God.
I would dare say you have an elevated loop.
Yes, I have an elevated loop and a spur.
Ooh, you should see a physician about that.
Yes, I should. He'll probably say I have to cut it off, but I'm not listening to him. So I have in fact six full monorail working consists. One, that thing works. 2, 3, and then 2 full space ones in the back.
Nice.
Wow.
A worthy flex.
That is serious flex. That needs a flex-tastic. Let me see if I can find it because that's pretty amazing.
Yeah.
Where is it?
I bought it knowing that it was not complete, but what was actually not complete was I got 3 of the chassis in the motor and was missing a chassis. And then I acquired loose brick bits, and this whole thing came in there. Not that. This came in the loose brick. So
Wow.
now I'm complete. Yes, I put it out to the universe. Universe responded. It said, yes, you can have that. Oh, did I show you these? I don't think I showed you these. You see these?
What are those?
Little
Light
costume-
bricks?
Oh, little nostalgia bricks.
Light and
Yeah.
sound bricks.
Yep.
Yep. That's what those are.
Sweet.
Yeah. So that's flex number 2.
So did you like swindle somebody out of their like $6,000 collection and give them like $2 in a back rub or something, or what?
No, I bought the monorail collection wholesale for myself for $800 out of this guy's collection.
That's still a good
Yeah,
deal.
knowing it was pretty much incomplete. I think all the track was there, but who knows? And definitely not all the monorail was there, and the sets themselves were not. I know they're not complete. There's things missing. It have to be. And the rest of the pretty much full 4 tubs, 3.5. The store bought for almost 400, and I can make sets out of it. And some of it was pre-bagged, like it could be a set, including Model Team. Model Team truck, the white one.
Wow.
There's Model Team instructions for the Jeep, and the posters, both of the posters. So I'll be
model team in a long time.
I'll be putting those together for resale in the near future. So we'll clean it all kind of like together as a thing, and then reassemble it for sale. No. So that'll be great. It was a great collection, but there's a lot of stuff that's just stuff. So a lot of that stuff that's just stuff's going to go in the bins, which is fine.
So for our viewers who don't know, tell us where your store is located so they can come and swindle you out of that.
Yes, my store is located in southeastern Pennsylvania, south of Reading, north of Lancaster. They say it Lancaster here, like it's got a G for some reason. Lancaster, in a little place called Stoutburg Village. It's just on the far side of Adamstown. So Adamstown, Pennsylvania. We live in a little German village, a German replica kind of village where you can walk down the sidewalks and visit shops with nobody running you over. And it's beautiful. And in the summertime, a little bit later than this time of year, we start having music on the plaza on Friday nights, Saturday nights, and sometimes on Sundays. And you can have a beverage at the bar, slant restaurant, and just have a good old time shopping for cool things and eating and drinking and enjoying yourself.
And buying cheap Lego.
And buying reasonably priced Lego. I think that my prices are competitively set. So there's some older stuff that we get, and we will be able to sell it at not gouging prices. Like when I get that Model Team truck back together again and package it, I will grab the median price off of Bricklink. So if you got a Bricklink store with a Model Team truck, you want to jack up the price or lower it, that's up to you. But I'm going to have one for sale, and I'm going to grab that median price in North America for a used, complete Model Team truck.
Yeah, cool. That's awesome.
Yep,
That's
puppy alert.
awesome. Awesome. All right, let's go to Steve. How are you, Steve?
Yeah, normal, I guess.
What are you doing today?
I'm just working on a panel glitching out yet another panel, running out on pieces. This whole tub was full with these slopes, and I didn't think I'd use a fraction of what I ordered. I just ordered all the magenta slopes that this Bricklink seller had on their site, and it's almost gone. So I'm starting to run low on pieces. So yeah, that's all I really got going on, to be honest. Kind of boring.
Steve, how often do you and I have a conversation where I reply back with basic AFOL problems?
Yeah, pretty much every week. Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, I feel like I can see the light at the end of the tunnel as far as all of this multicolored vomit rock work is going. But yeah, just plugging away at it. I don't really know.
It looks pretty.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite color combinations is CMYK. So it's definitely eye candy for me.
It's pretty
excellent. And this is going to Chicago first, right?
Yep, Chicago and going to Rodeo. So Chicago's kind of like the test trial to see how well everything works, and then off to Rodeo. Yeah,
good deal.
And it will be your first rodeo, bum.
It will. Yes. But you won't be there, so one less clown.
Yeah, one less clown. This is true.
That's true. It is all CMYK. That is true. That's true. Ben's Bricks is on and says he will see you at Brick Rodeo. So
excellent.
Cool. Say hi.
Yeah. And this is a fact. Hoarding Lego for 35 years and still don't have enough tan bricks for landscaping. That is an absolute. I mean, you never building a large piece of, ground or landscaping or whatever. You think you have a lot of bricks until you start putting them babies down and you're like, crap, I don't have squat. Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I originally just wanted to glitch out the front base part of it, which is only 4 studs tall. But then one thing, of course, basic A-full, one thing leads to another, and you end up going bigger. And yep.
Part spiral. You start building and you need more, and you part spiral. Yeah, that happens.
Yep. I'm trying to hold off to just one more Bricklink order, just one more. We'll see how well that goes. But I haven't ordered.
Cute.
I haven't ordered a lot, to be honest. I ordered one big order early on, and that's been about it. Most of the stuff I've had in my collection already. A lot of my city went into this build, so I don't have a Lego City right now. My Lego City is the mock.
Understood.
Which is the only reason that you've only done one Bricklink order so far.
Correct. So. And I still have to go down the whole lighting avenue. So I actually whited out a lot more of my windows. So I ordered some white lights because the warm ones weren't working that well. I felt like they were getting diluted too much. So I'm going to try the cold white, whatever they're called.
Yeah.
White, and see if it looks a little brighter. Because I don't really know how bright lights are supposed to look. I've never really used Lego lighting before. So
I will say that if you have whatever you're ordering, if it comes with a remote that gives you the ability to dim them or raise them up is helpful, because where in my office, it felt like when I was doing the new Hishima Tower, it felt like it was really bright in here. Mm-hmm. But then when I took it to ABC, I had to turn around and jack it all the way up because just the general lighting in the room during the day was just so bright you couldn't hardly see the light.
The building right here, this one that's leaning, it's directly below one of these big lights. So actually, I don't really know how bright it's actually getting, and I can't turn off my lights because if I turn off my lights, then it's pitch black in here. So it's pitch black. I blacked out the window because I'm paranoid about all my stuff fading and getting direct sunlight. So it's dark in here.
Well, can I tell you something? If you close it up in a Tupperware bin, stick it in a room, and then get it out for the next convention, it will turn yellow. It's just going to happen. There's nothing you can do. It's going to fade. Yeah. It's going to turn yellow. It's just going to.
It sucks.
It does. It does. And we've switched Teletubbies. I'm excited.
I noticed that.
Nothing gets past you, Chris.
No.
You may have aged a year, but nothing gets past you.
Yeah. He's 53, ain't kidding. So, yeah, thank you for that. Thank you. I was hanging out with the fam, and then had a trip this weekend. Had a great burger for my birthday on Sunday. So Jeff actually looks like Jeff's coming with something to add to his thing. What's up with your Lego world? You got a screen ready to add at some point.
Oh yeah. I've been slowly working on putting the castle back together. I've got all the buildings rebuilt that had fallen apart. Oh well, most of the buildings rebuilt. I still have my my stables that's barely visible in the middle of the room or of the castle that fell apart. But it's also it literally sits in two big plastic bags, kind of pushed together just to keep all the pieces together because I know it's going to fall apart. But I've been debating whether or not to rebuild my keep, because the keep in the castle I built like literally with 2 weeks before Brick Fair, Alabama. So it was like thrown together. And if you want to throw that screen up, Chris, you can. So I've and sorry for the amount of tan brick on this layout. I know that's Big Ben or Ben's Brick Designs mentioned having tan for landscaping. We'll just ignore that. So, but like just basically on the left side is the footprint I originally had for my keep, when it had 4 towers, and I'm trying to get more of a spiral still going. So I've been playing. I threw this into Digital Design Studio, and I've been trying to figure out a way to spiral more towers in. I'm still not quite happy with this because the space between the doors for the keep that I do, or for the stables and the castle is a little too close still. So I'm going to try and shove everything sideways a little bit. But I've been kind of playing with that for the past few days. And I think the other thing I'm going to do is I'm not going to build the keep as like, this is actually 2 separate sections. Like the reason why this plate is sticking out right here is because that's like the dividing line. So when I scroll back out, like that whole area and then across here is 1/2 of the keep. And I think what I'm going to do now is basically just the same way I was doing with the outer walls, just like wall sections and tower sections, and kind of just lay them in so that and then maybe have a roof that I can just put on top. So it's like, doesn't have as much structure inside, and we'll save on some brick that way. Because again, no one's going to see inside of this castle because it's like 3 feet into the middle of the mock, and it's 3 feet off the ground, or 3 feet off the table. So, but this will also allow me to go with Block Your Ears Rich, not this Rich, but the other Rich. Intense, yes, Block Your Ears. But this will also allow me to get higher towers and higher keep as well. I can build upwards now, and battle Rich for that height thing, because it's all about how tall it is.
Compensation.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's just what I've been kind of playing with for the past few days. I did build. You can take that out. You can actually, I can just.
Yeah. By the way, Martin says to smash it all up and start over.
Smash it all up and start over. I did also build the Technic tow truck, or the Technic garbage truck today or yesterday, which I don't know if anybody's had a chance to play with it. It's pretty fun. It's got some steering going, and it's got the mechanism to grab the bin and
that's cool.
dump it inside, and then it's also got the tip on the back, so you can.
Is that
just a tip
or a mock?
Just a tip. So this was I mean, Lego obviously built this, but I know there was a city one, a city design built one as well that in the fan community. I know Jason Ailman, True Dimensions, he built a copy of someone else's design that had a very similar grab feature with the
Yep.
So, but I saw this and I thought, yeah, it's a cute little Technic model. I don't have a lot of Technic, but I seem to be picking up a little more than normal, be it tractors or garbage trucks now, I guess. But yeah, that's about it.
Space rovers?
Sorry?
Did you get the Space Technic yet?
No, I'm gonna get the smallest one with the nice gray wheels. I think I'm gonna pick that one up, but I haven't bought any. Okay, well, other than this this wasn't a March release though, I don't think. I haven't bought any of the new sets for March stuff, let alone not a lot of the January, February sets. But I did do some quick math because we were talking about how, either in this chat or mine, we were talking about how expensive the year has been already for Lego, like how many new sets have been out and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I just created 2 quick wish lists for the sets, like from the January release and the March release, and it's like $2,000 worth of Lego for the stuff that I like, that I would like to have, not the stuff that I would be like meh, like the stuff I want to have versus that. Mind you, that does include the modular museum, because I didn't pick that one up yet. But usually to me that's a January release, so that's why I included it in that. But yeah, like $2,000. Like I don't have the money to buy that much Lego in the next little while, and I've still got a backlog of 2023 sets I want too. So, you know,
how's that saying go, Dana?
What's that?
How's that saying go?
Basic AFOL problems.
Yeah.
And just one last thing: the garbage truck comes with the Mario cubes in dark gray.
Oh, cool!
Nice little. I don't know if anybody's ever. Sorry, I keep on making you enlarge screen.
That's your third sorry, by the way. I'm just saying.
Yeah, well, at least I haven't said the bad version of the word about. So, but yeah, it comes with a couple of those. I thought that was kind of fun too.
That is cool.
To make a garbage can. So okay, you can take me off now.
Okay.
I mean, three stories is it's really a high Canadian content tonight.
Well, it's a high Canadian content, but it's actually low for his quota for the day.
It is.
I would probably assume.
I haven't talked a lot today, so I'm trying to make it up.
There you go.
Well, it's only 1 hour. I mean, how many stories per hour are we going for?
Well,
right now we're 3 stories per hour. So.
It'll be more than that.
Hey,
and I still want to apologize and say it again, but now I feel like I shouldn't.
We need a story counter in the top upper left corner.
Just
a little man.
Down.
Aubrey, I think, has every Teletubby head.
What's a Mario cube?
Did I say that? Did I say Mario again instead of Mario?
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Again, I'm not going to apologize for it, even though I need to.
Are you sure you don't want to apologize? It'd be fun.
I do want to apologize.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, there it is. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. Matt, what is your hat of the day?
So we're very sad here because spring break is over. So this is the spring break hat.
Did you wear it all through spring break?
No, I just wore it one day.
Okay.
When I go on vacation, there's a hat for each day, and it has a reason. So, but I've only just one day.
I would expect nothing less.
I didn't really go to a beach on spring break. It's just the whole concept. But yeah. So I did have a hockey teammate who his spring break he's at Kennesaw State, which their spring break started today. And he messaged me from Dublin, Ireland. And he sent me a picture of the Lego store there. And he's like, hey, do you need me to go in and get any exclusive things? And I was like, I don't think Dublin has an exclusive. But I was like, I appreciate being willing to tote Lego back to me from the Republic of Ireland. But I was like, I don't think they have anything. The Leicester store in London has a unique figure. And so does the Times Square, isn't it? That's the one. But I don't think unless somebody can correct me. I'm sure somebody in the chat will correct me if I'm wrong. But as far as I know, Ireland doesn't have like a little leprechaun figure or anything, which would be kind of cool when you think about it.
I would like to lobby for that.
Yeah. And the little handheld pot could be like, little gold, some little gold nuggets in the pot. That'd be pretty cool.
However, some people might think that that's actually rather racist.
I was going to say something, but
It's not racist. Leprechaun is part of the tradition of Ireland. I don't think there's any.
Are you making fun of me, leprechaun? Huh?
Leprechaun, that's from Brazil.
I'm part Irish. I can talk about leprechauns. But,
You always hated me Lucky Charms.
I wish I had a flashlight to do the whole Wayne's World thing. I'm a leprechaun. Freaking Garth
out. Sadly, I've done I was on the road for 5 days, so there was no Lego, and there were no Lego stores. But there was, however, and I mentioned this on Thursday, the second greatest clearance score I've ever had at a Walmart, which was right on the line between Mississippi and Alabama, in an area that we shall describe as less than prosperous. There were a large number of expensive sets that were marked down 40%. So the credit card that I had paid off, that's for the Bricklink store, is no longer paid off. Let's put it that way. So we're hoping to double our money on some of these sets. So they've already gone up on the Bricklink store, and I do. I have had sales slow down a lot. I've heard that's true for other people as well. But I had somebody from Canada, Vancouver. I should have told them like I could hand deliver this order in 2.5 weeks if you want to wait, and you get no postage. But they ordered a single sticker sheet and one minifig, and I felt terrible because if you ship anything to Canada, you know, it's if you ship any box, it starts at $24, which is crazy expensive, frankly. Yeah. But I did learn a trick, which is if you've got something like a minifig, which isn't flat, you can put it in a padded envelope and it can ship for $17. So actually, the guy at the post office, he was like, "Here, you can save some money." The guy at the post office, like I'm the legendary the Lego guy. So when I show up and I'm there, they always make me read the like, you know, are there batteries and explosive things in this box? And I'm like, it's Lego again. And one of the guys builds, and he likes the I don't know why, but he likes the soccer stadium series. Like he's really into that, and he's not what I would have guessed as someone who was really into soccer. Let's just say he's a plus size gentleman, but apparently he likes watching.
Careful, Matthew. You are on thin ice. No pun intended.
You don't want to be on thin ice, but anyway.
You know, I mean, I'm in that category myself, but you know, I don't know. He just didn't strike me as your typical European soccer fan, but anyways, he always chats me up about like, oh, you know, what's at the Lego store now and what's going on. So he's always trying to help me save a few bucks because he knows it's for Bricklink, and he actually knows what Bricklink is. You know, you meet random people and you try to explain to them about Lego websites and such, and they're like, "What?"
It's gonna be funny when you find out he's actually like spying you for the IRS, and he's like ready to bust you and all that kind of stuff.
Oh no! I have a business because I write off my losses. After the IRS sent me a nasty gram after the first year of COVID, I'm like, well, I made money that year, but I'm going to lose money the next couple of years. So, nope, might as well take advantage of that stuff. So my inventory's in the basement, so I get to use a few of those little deductions. So you're going to tax me when it shines. You're going to get the deductions when it doesn't shine.
There you go.
But I haven't built anything.
I do. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did.
I was just going to interject something. I was just going to say that I don't know what the characterization you made by Bricklink is not generally true of all business in Lego. Because in the deadest part of the year for the village, I've seen increasing sales numbers weekend by weekend.
Interesting. Well, I mean, I've heard from other people who have stores, they feel like it's been a little slow in 2024. But I mean, for me personally, I basically just resell sealed sets and some minifigs, and I don't do parts. I'm hearing from people who sell parts that it's been, well, Dana's talked about this with Wild Bricks here in Georgia, that the rare parts or the hard to find parts are selling just fine, but ordinary parts seem to be getting undercut by the Lego Zone, you know, retail operation. Anyways, that's what I'm hearing from other people, that they have had experienced some sort of diminished sales lately.
I see.
And mine tends to, you know, because I mostly deal with sets. There was a definite Christmas, graduation, birthday dynamic to when people are buying sets. I think they're buying them oftentimes as gifts, or so right around graduation in May. May's a pretty good month for me. I think people are like, oh, so and so wants this set. So, you know, your mileage may vary, as always. So I haven't built anything. I was pretty excited. One of the sets I picked up at the Walmart, which was kind of on my radar, is the spaceship that just came out, the city ship with the the pyramid shape, diamond shape that Chris has already built and talked about. And I was like, that would be kind of nice. And so when I saw it at $11.50, I was like, yes, please. And I got one for you, Chris, and whoever else. It was either Mark or Dana called. It was on. They only had 3, so I'm keeping one, and the other 2 of you can, mud wrestle over the other two sets. Yeah. That's it.
Okay, cool. That's cool. Yeah. By the way, we're not defending the Irish that are walking, but happy to draw. So less than prosperous part of that.
But people in Alabama are close enough they can hunt us down and kill us. But Ireland, it's a transcontinental, it's a transoceanic flight. So
That's right. That's right.
I don't know, Martin. You might. I mean, the English have a lot of experience in offending the Irish. So is it offensive for a person to talk about the leprechauns? I mean, maybe you could chime in whether that's is that gouch to do leprechaun jokes? But I mean, the thing about Americans is there's more people in America that claim to be of Irish descent than there are all the people in Ireland today. And the drunk Americans who will go out and get trashed on St. Patrick's Day usually are very happy to embrace leprechauns and four-leaf clovers and any of that kind of stuff. So our perception of what is acceptable to say or to use as an Irish-related person may be colored by the fact that many Americans have very distant Irish heritage, and we just latch on to random tokens and cultural artifacts as some sort of connection when maybe we shouldn't. I don't know.
The token Irish.
Yes, let's make it work. Good job, Dan. Okay, so since you brought up Walmart, I found out something interesting. Only the mobile Alabama leprechaun. All right, so I was in our local Walmart here, and I ran into one of the store reps for the company.
Did you apologize?
So their job is to go to all the different Walmarts and Targets and make sure that the product's not intermingled with other brick and everything. A very kind lady, very nice lady. Talked to her probably for 30 minutes standing in the store. I was probably keeping her from doing her work, but it's okay. She had the Lego jacket on and the thing. Anyway, so we were just talking, and we were talking about Lego and Lego clearance and stuff like that. And I was like, so what was it like when some of the stores around here put the Lego out early at Christmas? And she said, funny about that. I said, because I've noticed that either it sold out when it got put out. She went, no, that's not the case. She said a lot of those stores, when they read that those sets were on recall, that recall code was dangerous or toxic, they threw it away.
Oh my God.
Oh my
What?
God.
A lot of those stores that don't have the new space sets and stuff now, they didn't sell out. Some of those stores threw it away.
Wow.
That would include my Walmart, because they have not had any city space since the initial run that they got them out early.
Gone. There's a good chance they either returned it, but most likely, she said, since it came up code, recall, out.
That's
Gone.
hysterical.
And it's the worst thing. I mean, it's like, are you that? I mean, dumb. I don't know. I don't want to be mean.
The Walmart people.
Did you figured out which
I'm with you, Chris. I would.
Figure out which landfill these went to?
I need to find out. I was like, man, I've never wanted to dumpster dive more than I did when she told me that.
I don't know if I don't think it's a question of intelligence as much as are they paid enough to care why something has a code on it? No, it has code B, throw in trash. So they throw it in the trash.
Yeah. Right. Agreed. My Walmart, when I was trying to buy one of those sets, the guy at the front, the manager, co-manager, or whatever, he's the one that ripped it from my hands. We have to return these, and he was being all like superpower, bravado, whatever it was, and he was basically taking that set and going to march back to the thing and pull that set off the shelves, and they went in the back, and then I think they got pitched. So
he was saving your life. He was saving.
I was. It was dangerous, Lego. It was super dangerous.
I just want to say how much I'm enjoying watching your bunny ears flop back and forth as you talk and nod your head.
I know. I'm giving it a little extra thing, and I'm entertaining.
Excellent.
I'm entertaining Steve. So
That's
Kind of
quality
like the
content.
Pope. When you go in a small window, you look like the Pope. So
there we go. All right, let's go see what's up with Mr. Sandlin. Hello.
Hey, I have not done much since Thursday, but I did finish the Great Wave. I got the frame all finished up and everything, and
it's nice.
So artsy and a little bit
interesting. You build the center portion of the set, which is the 6 mosaic tiles or plates or whatever you call them. And then it has these Technic things that you build the frame, and then you put this in the center and you squeeze these Technic pins together to lock the thing into the middle. So that's how it fits into the frame, which I thought was interesting. So
an excellent usage of technical jargon.
Yes.
Squeeze.
Yeah, I don't know Technic words. They're Technic thingies.
Technics and things.
So yeah, the outer edge of the frame is just made up of the what are they, 6x8 Technic box things? Just a bunch of those repeated, and then plates and tiles put over it, and then you squeeze the pins together to hold the center of the set in there. So that's neat, but it looks nice. It turned out nice, and I like it. I'm gonna hang it on the wall.
As well you should.
And that's all I've done since Thursday's show. I've not done much Lego since then.
Cool. Have you not built your space babies? Or are you not building your space babies?
Space babies are sitting over here. I might get around to it. But I'm getting a call from Small Paul, so I gotta run.
Okay.
Hello,
Small Paul.
That is such a surreal moment. I'm getting a call from Small Paul.
That sounds like a cheap Atlanta commercial, for a lawyer. Getting a call from Small Paul.
We had a baby.
Put it in an auto accident.
Space babies are not.
There's no lawsuit.
Your space babies.
Ketchup.
Wow.
This is the best. All right, Dana, what's up, man?
I am building something because I've been in somewhat set building mode. And actually, there's always an ulterior motive. But I am today building Layla's stage.
Oh, neat.
Which actually, again, I got to hand it to the Friends designers. Even when they do something like this, they pull out all the stops because this is actually a really cool set. It's even got a section here where the section here turns so that the rock star can go out, from the backstage to the front stage. There's a little bit here where the piano player actually moves. I'm assuming the same thing's going to happen on this side for the drum stand here. The backstage has got a couch, and this is a TV that I didn't put the sticker on, but there's a little, Kraft Foods has got its thing over here. And then it's even got a little dressing room type thing it's got a shitter. It's got a shitter. It's even got toilet paper.
You're welcome.
You said it twice. Thank you.
I love it. I think it's funny. I primarily got this because I needed parts. These 1x1s are going to get swiped out of here, along with I think there's some 1x1 plates that are also in here that are going to get robbed. But it's also got cool figures because this Layla chick, she is definitely rocking some David Bowie vibes. And actually, Femme from the Block on Instagram, she let me know that there was a David Bowie lightning bolt minifigure or mini doll head that came in a disco set, which I'm going to pick up. And then if you throw the mullet onto it that came in the Queer Eye set, it totally says Ziggy Stardust.
Nice.
I'm going to have that happen. But as we've all been talking about clearance, I hit the honey hole not that long ago, honey pot, and found
surprise.
multiple copies of the Mars space base from the Friends line, and I whipped up a little studio version to see how I would put this together and kind of play with it. And so that's what I have started to do. And I think that because my mindset was thinking, I got to pick these up specifically for Friendship Timber, thinking I would do some spaceship type thing. And then I realized, you know what? We don't have a moon base for Friends. And then even Aubrey messaged, she's like, do we have a Friends moon base? I'm like, we do now, or we're going to. So I've started working on this. And all I did at first is I have just done the base components of the set. This is 4 sets, and I took out the windshield, the purple windshield, so I can at least fake this for the moment, because on the backside, it's still the regular city colors until I can get a few more sets. Because unfortunately, these trans purple canopies are only in this set, and they're not available on Bricks and Pieces yet.
Looks like you'll need to buy 100 more.
No, I actually figured it out.
The claw.
Slightly higher budget with costumes, yes, for sure. Actually, I originally joked with Brick Elementary when they were first showing the Mars base, and I was like, it'd be really cool is if somebody took 10 of those and put them together and made a moon base or Mars base. Well, that somebody obviously is going to be me, because I'm already halfway there with 5 copies and just trying to play with this. My original rendition requires at least 8 copies. And if I've gotten 8 copies, why not just get 2 more? But actually, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to do it in anything less than multiples of 4. So technically,
100.
If I
156.
100 is a multiple of 4. 25 times 4.
If I stop at 8, I'll be fine. But if I go beyond that, it might be, Well, no, actually, it's in copies of 2. So multiples. Copies, quantities of 2, multiples of 2. So if I'm at 5 now, I want to go to 8. I could stop at 10. We'll see. I don't know. It depends on how I go.
Build the moon, put the base on too.
Well, yes, because now I got multiple thought processes going here, because I want to build this to be its own standalone Friendship Timber display. But at the same time, I also want to be able to retrofit it to move it onto gray plates to add it to the moon base for the lug. So there will probably actually wind up being 2 bases probably by the time I'm done. And then I can just move the bases depending on what planet it's going to be a part of, depending on the display. This is all in theory, mind you. This is all in theory. What was that?
100.
No. No, as a matter of fact, I have set myself with specific limitations going forward. If I want to do something, figure out how many it is and stick to that, and don't try to have scope creep and go beyond that. So
we'll see.
I will see. I know. Considering that this is,
have you met Dana?
Project 4 out of 5 that I have ongoing at the moment. So yeah, we'll see. Time will tell. But the whole thing that Lego's done, and I really dig it. And we saw it in the city space a few years ago, but they really didn't drive it home like they are this time. These connectors is kind of like their standard, and these containers, which have kind of become their standard, as being linkers or bodies for rockets that you would attach. And so I just have to now line this up and create another, like a little airlock to go to the normal moon base standard, and boom, we lock and load, and we
boom shakalaka.
So
would you call it homage to moon base?
It definitely. I mean, if you stop and think about between the city space set that we've already gotten, now this in Friends, and then we're getting an additional one from City, and the fact that they're all designed to lock together with these corridors, I definitely feel that somebody in Lego is saying, hey, I've always been a fan of what these jokers in the US have still been doing. And
what?
It's Michelangelo, right?
Awesome.
No, that's Donatello.
Where'd Aubrey go?
Aubrey Nardo.
And if you guys have not been paying attention to social media the last couple of weeks, both at the UK show this last weekend. UK, one of the UK lugs, they did a moon base, and also Brick Fair, Fredericksburg or whatever it's called, the spring Brick Fair show. They had a group of guys and gals who also Fredericksburg. They also did a moon base. So
copycats.
The moon based love is rekindling across the Lego community. So I'm excited for that.
So, Aubrey,
I always wanted to participate.
Well,
I always wanted to participate in Moonbase. It just never coalesced enough for me to. I have time and I have the inclination to do it. Doing this stuff.
No. That's just it. I mean, in so many things that we do in this hobby, sometimes there's something going on. You're like, oh wow, I really want to participate with that. But you just don't have the bandwidth to join in. So yeah. But you wait for the next year.
I guess if I have to be distracted with something, I guess monorail is enough.
Monorail.
It's a worthy distraction.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've publicly said that I am appreciative of the new Hashima collaborative. That because had it not been for the new Hashima collaborative, I would have never gotten to do Baby Space because Simon would have done it before I could even think about it.
Yeah,
this is true.
I mean, call it what it is. If it weren't for new Hashima, it would have been Simon Liu Baby Space. That's how it works. So yes, collaboratives are can be very time intensive, not to mention parts intensive. Yeah. But yeah, lots of fun. So hopefully more Moonbase from Lego directly versus just fan stuff. So I'm excited. That's all I got.
Well, I will tell you that I perceive it as homage. Like it feels so close to Moonbase that, either someone who did Moonbase now works at Lego and thought, well, there's kind of this pattern that's already out there in the community. Why not take advantage of this? Or they just thought, hey, people already like to build large layouts. Let's tie our horse to that wagon and see what happens. So
yeah,
because there might just be some AFO out there that's like, you know what, I need to buy 100 copies of this.
Build a Moonbase army.
Well, and it's funny because I love. I mean, granted, I got 4 copies of the set at 40% off, so it made it very
advantageous.
Yes, very advantageous for me to go ahead and get them and crack them open.
What was the math on that again? What was the discount?
No, that one was that was definitely 40% off. Not to be confused with my math problems the other day. Thank you, Waxblatt, for correcting me. But I just think the whole concept if Lego does something where you can buy, multiple copies of specific sets that you can link them together to make a big build, is a great concept for people who don't normally build mocks. There were several people when I started posting pictures of what I was doing. It's like there's like 1% mocking so far in what you see here. It's just taking existing sets and putting them together the way Lego designed them, and you get to build your own little thing, your thing. And
for the record, we can raise that amount of mocking up a lot. Like we can mock you all you want.
Yes, you could. I'm sure. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. For a moment there, I was feeling a little less mocked, but no longer. Thank you.
His discount was, honey, it was almost free. It was that cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, it was almost free. It was, Lego math.
I have to say, Lego does have a history of having sets that you could link together. Take Classic Castle with the Guardian. The Guardian Inn and the Trebuchet wall section and a couple other castles. You could just link them up.
Exactly. And the fact that we love, I know I have professed the love for both Blacktron 2 and Unitron. The fact that you could take all the command capsules from each section and move them around and they were interchangeable. And that's, modularity, and Chris and I talked about the modularity is one of the cornerstones of classic Lego, to be able to move things around and play with it like that. So the fact that they're doing this they're hitting me on all 4 cylinders. It's working. Yeah, the Ewok Village. See, yeah. Basically, yeah. Martin's gone on record that basically he was taking sets and just combining them together because and I think. Wait a minute, did he say in there? I don't know if he said in there, but somebody said that the designer hoped that somebody would do that, and it happened. So
I just want to point out that I now own a Space Monkey, and I'm a happy man.
The Space Monkey. But have you seen the new Space Alien we're getting in the new Moon Base piece?
Yeah. And I love the fact that if you see him when the Space Alien is outside of the new little base, he doesn't wear a helmet. But when he comes in the base, he has a helmet. That, he can't breathe
that's the way it works.
I think he's taking inspiration from Audrey, who wears her helmet indoors.
Exactly.
Well, there was a moment, Audrey, I looked down before you came in the Ninja Turtle outfit that you were missing, and I was going to pop you up as, wow, she put on her invisible whatever, and you were gone.
Yeah.
So there is one Lego thing that I forgot to mention. I went and saw the Dune 2 movie at the big IMAX here down the street, 2-story. And I will say that when I was looking at the spaceport on Arrakis, I was like, oh, I could use all that sand. I could use all that tan brick that I never build with, and I could do like a whole Dune City thing. And I was like, that's a lot of tan.
Well, that's what we said. Whoever made the comment that there's not enough tan to do the ground.
Hey, you have a Coliseum that you could add to the cause as well.
That's true. I do. That's known as the cat nap container. Curl up in the middle.
And actually, I think it might be almost close to a cat litter box from what I remember seeing about how much that had been destroyed.
Not that bad.
Or no, it wasn't the Coliseum. It was the cathedral that had gotten.
The cathedral is going to be recycled. I've made the determination that it never seems to. People don't seem to get that excited about it. It shows it's a pain in the butt to transport, and it's too freaking big to sit on a shelf at home. So like it takes up too much space in the house. And even though I think it looks nice, I'm like, yeah, I use a lot.
I will say, seeing, I thought it was fantastic seeing it in person when you brought it to Brick Fair.
I was in love with it. It's not my design. I think that's also part of it. It's like, oh, you didn't create it. You just built it someone's instruction. Then I'm like, it's fine.
There's always a little jiggery pokery when you're doing it yourself anyway.
Oh, it was structurally unsound as designed, so I definitely had to make modifications to after the return back from Virginia when it just fell apart in the back seat. There was a lot of rebuilding, and not according to the original instructions either. But I mean, we got to make stuff fit in the house, and it just doesn't play nice with everything else. So it's going to be recycled. So, and I don't recycle a lot of my builds. A lot of my mocks I keep together, but this one, it's all going to get dumped in the big old bin of white because it's like 13,000 white pieces. I think the hardest part of letting go of it was my mega project when I was at home in COVID. Like I just worked on it, and I've been collecting the pieces for actually a couple of years. And when lockdown started, I just went on Bricklink and I was like, I'm ordering the last 3,000 parts. Like I'm going to get everything else that I need. And I'm going to build this thing. And it was really fun watching it take shape, but it's just too wide. It's not like modulars. You can slide them on a bookshelf somewhere and they're kind of out of the way. Like it has to go on top of a table or under a table, or somebody's going to kick it, or some cat's going to run through it. And yeah, it's okay. It was fun.
Have you guys processed the fact that COVID was 4 years ago, like this weekend?
Yeah.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It was yesterday. What are you talking about?
It feels like it, but and as much as I hate all the stuff that people went through, all the things, to actually be able to sit at home and have some time to build, I don't think I've ever built that much, and
I agree.
And had a little bonus money floating around because all that kind of stuff, and got a little extra to buy sets and stuff like that. I mean, it was horrible, but it was also like, as an introvert, I'm like,
yeah, we
kind of enjoy it. I'm good.
We got paid to like not go to work. And now I think the CDC doesn't even have like you can just go to work whenever you want.
Or like and sneeze on 3 people while you're there. You know.
Yeah.
Hey, it was fantastic to not have to hear anybody walking by saying "Happy Monday."
Yeah. Shut your hole.
You poor thing.
Oh, by the way, Mark, happy Monday.
And not just happy Monday, but happy worst Mondayest of all Mondays, because this was
Thank you,
daylight
Dana.
savings time Monday.
It's the Mondayest Monday of the year.
Yeah. God, I hate it.
I do
It's
have
the
to-
most Monday day.
I do have to
of the
be-
year.
I do have to be really happy about COVID because if it forced me into quote unquote retirement, and now I'm here, and I get to play with my Lego every day. Retirement.
You were living the life. You're living the dream, sir.
I am.
I will say that, I mean, I was teaching 100% online for 14 months. I will say that being home all the time, almost all the time, I'm like, I guess this is what retirement might feel like. And I'm like, this is not bad. Like,
I'm in.
this isn't so bad. You know, I have to hop on my computer
It's
and,
not.
you know, do some live teaching only one of my classes was alive. The other were all like recorded. And I'm like, you know, I could be okay with this. Just, you know, being at home and working in my Lego room and just working on a Lego project day after day, knowing I could go right back upstairs and work on it the next day and just keep that momentum going. And
But being home for months with little kids is after a while, I wanted to like kill myself.
I have been home for 5.5 years.
Well,
I go a month, almost sometimes a month and a half to 2 months on a single fill up of gas in my car.
you need more outhouse hobbies.
you need to go pee in the yard.
I try to find a reason to go to the store as often as possible, just so I have a reason to go and come back.
Yep.
You know, something.
I learned to putter. I puttered around the house. That was the best thing. Just puttering a little. You know, just like, let's go to this room. That was nice.
I'm still too young to putter. I don't want to putter. I don't want
That's
to.
true. I understand that.
Hey, Chris, can you throw up the share screen one more time?
Oh, sure.
I think I figured out keep design.
Yeah, Aubrey needs to change. Oh,
Yeah, Aubrey.
Aubrey needs to change. That's awesome. I don't know. What do you think? 7
Turn
power?
off the camera. This may be a big change.
all the costumes at once.
Anyways,
All right. So what you got?
well, just like I think I figured out basically 4 studs between each tower all the way around, and then the keep entrance over here. It's a little tight, but I think it'll work.
I'm letting that one
Yeah,
go.
I know. As soon as I said
Let
that,
that
I
one
knew
go.
that. Yeah.
Oh, that's just the second one. He let the first one go too. So
I did.
Well, Matt, you did say something about something being too wide, and I was going to drop a mom joke, but I decided not to. So,
My mom's
Yeah.
dead.
Ugh.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's too wide or too tight as long as it goes in.
Lego math. Yep.
I don't know why. Oh wait, no. Here we go. $100 if Dana does his. Yeah. There you go. Just like that. Ah, there she is. Nice.
what?
uh,
That is
Yeah,
adorable.
we knew it was you, Aubrey.
Wow.
You didn't have to lift up the.
Surprise.
You can see
Oh
why
my
she wants to get rid of some of her boxes. She's got a lot of-
I thought about putting one of the inflatables on, but it was going to take too long.
That's what she said.
I don't know what that means. Anyway. All right.
Crazy.
Oh,
Well, we have hit a new low. So here we go.
and I wasn't even me this time.
Who was it?
It was, I don't know.
All right. Everybody,
Say
this
goodnight,
is
Chris.
the
Say goodnight, Chris.
It's time to say goodnight. Thank y'all for being here. Thanks, Aubrey, for hanging out with us. You're always welcome to come costume with us. Follow Steve and his glitching online and all that implies. Do not follow this chicken in any shape, fashion, or form.
That chicken is adorable, by the way.
Matt and his roller skate there. Are you going to get another one of those and have a pair, or?
Oh, I'm absolutely going to make like 4 different colors of these things.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
And I mean, he's got baby space. I'm going to have a rollerblade in every color.
That's very cool. Mark being as stoic as ever and as Canadian as can be. So thank y'all for being here. Thanks for hanging out.
Sorry.
4.
5 actually. I said it once earlier, but anyway.
Oh, I
Don't turn the lights out on him.
That's all right. Thank y'all for being here. Be awesome. Build awesome. Be kind to your neighbor, and have a great night, everybody. Good night. Goodbye.